Hello. Guys, what's up? Hopefully this might actually be working this time. Hopefully this is working right now. Refresh. Voice is good enough for you guys. You guys can see everything. Hopefully the quality is good. Now, hopefully my voice is good enough for you guys. You guys can see everything. Hopefully the quality is good. Now, hopefully my voice is good enough for you guys. You guys can see everything. The quality is good. Okay, and yeah. So, what is up, you guys? It's your boy Henry Gillette back at it after a long time. Pre-ordered Black Ops Cold War. Thought I might reveal this thing to you guys. I'm gonna stop speaking for a while. You guys can. Alright.
Here we go. Hi everyone, I'm David Vonderhaar, Studio Design Director at Treyarch. Welcome to the multiplayer reveal of Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. On behalf of the teams at Treyarch and Raven and all our development partners across the world, thank you for joining us. Today, we do a little recon across all Black Ops Cold War multiplayer. The world, the missions, the weapons, the characters, and the systems. And you know, we'll make some fun announcements along the way. From here on out, we talk directly to you, the best fans in gaming. Joining me throughout the show is a big cast of characters from across the studio, along with some of your favorite Call of Duty content creators and streamers. One thing you've come to expect from a Black Ops game is that we are never quite satisfied with the status quo. We are always looking for a way to do it better. But some things shouldn't change, and for every multiplayer game we make, one thing hasn't: how we start things off. This is the worldwide debut of the Black Ops Cold War multiplayer trailer.
Let's go. Let's do this. Awkward.
Threat neutralized.
You're here because you're the best special forces NATO has to offer.
We're all that keeps the world from turning to cinders, comrades.
We work off the books.
Operate in the shadows.
To keep the wolves at bay.
Today, we reshape the world.
What the fuck are we doing in Miami?
Let them come.
Big Papa pick the war up. Jack no for the other crowd. Any repercussions in your mouth. Bitch clip all the time. Big Papa pick the war up. Real flow, and that's how it's goes.
Go, go, go!
Time to punch that top guard.
Secure the sub.
I'll take care of this. I'll drive.
Big Papa kick the war run. And that's how it goes.
Keep pushing! No! Over here!
This is something.
Pre-order digital copy and get early access to the open beta and instant access to the Woods Operator Pack in Modern Warfare and Warzone.
Which I did. I think one of those guys.
Design you've come to expect, and by pushing the visual bar and immersing players into a narrative of unfolding events. The fight to recover a downed satellite in the Central African desert, battles that unfold on the neon-soaked streets of Miami's famed South Beach. Deniable Ops are the Black Ops stories inspired by history, but forgotten by the history books. We've selected 5 maps to give you a small taste of the range of Deniable Ops awaiting in multiplayer. Later today, you'll see them playing. But here's a few of my teammates to share what they love most from how they were made.
My name is Brittany Beidelman. I'm a level designer.
I'm Kendall Snow, associate level designer.
I'm Brittany Perello, producer.
I'm Matt Kutris, senior level designer.
In Satellite, a top secret American recon satellite
has lost power and crashed in the deserts of Angola. With higher DGI forces closing in,
now it's a race to secure the crash site.
What I love about Satellite is the fact that it's just this amazing natural space.
Because larger maps have more components, we can apply more details into maps like Satellite, which make them feel even more natural. The satellite at the center is like a king of the hill. Anyone who wants
been discovered right in the heart of the USSR, in the shadow of Moscow's opulent train station, with Spetsnaz
Our art and design teams worked really hard to bring the best possible night experience to the players. You'll see that play out when you sneak in the shadows on the beach or engage enemies in the center strip.
It really makes people feel like they're in Miami in the 80s. It's pretty cool.
The result is gritty, it's believable, I dare say it's got ambience. Most importantly, it sets the perfect stage for multiplayer combat. On that note, here's Matt with more on the modes and missions ahead.
We've talked a little bit about where you'll play, but let's talk about what you'll play when you get there. In Black Ops Cold War, our classic game modes are returning and they're better than ever. From the tried and true Team Deathmatch, Domination, and Search and Destroy, to the return of the competitive game mode Control, we've taken a fresh eye to all of your favorites. We're encouraging more meaningful gameplay with larger capture zones in Domination. We're updating spawn systems in Hardpoint. And now we show you where the next Hardpoint will spawn so you can regroup, rotate, and set up for the next fight. Across all of our classic modes, We're working hard to make this the most rewarding and competitive multiplayer experience yet. And while your go-to modes are coming back better than ever, let's talk about the innovative new modes you'll be going to next. With that, let me introduce you to my teammate Marquise Gladney, who's here to tell you about the brand new multiplayer experience we call VIP Escort.
VIP Escort began with a question. How can we create a game mode inspired by the kind of real-life, totally true, but completely redacted Black Ops that first inspired this franchise? The result is Extraction in its purest form, a new 6-on-6 objective-based game mode we call VIP Escort. In Black Ops, we normally task you with fighting, but VIP Escort turns that on its head with a new mechanic. If you're selected as the VIP, your #1 job is to live. In this team-based op, your team will try to escort you off the map or eliminate the other team trying to stop you. As VIP, you'll skip Create a Class, you're too important after all. Instead, you'll deploy with a kitted out pistol, a smoke grenade, a spy plane for team intel, and a whole lot of hope that your team knows what the hell it's doing. The mission? Stay alive and escape the map. To do so, you'll need to reach one of 2 possible exfil sites, which rotate over the course of the match to keep teams on their toes. There are stakes here. If you die, that ends the round. But team up and you can get your squad back on their feet quickly via Last Stand and Revive. Each team's choices and tactics create layers of strategy and counterplay, injecting the best of Black Ops themes directly into this competition. Will your team pull Cold War mind games and misdirection by splitting up the squad to draw fire and create distractions for the VIP? Or is a full-on assault more their style? Will they travel ahead and scout, run protection detail, or take a bullet for you Secret Service style? My personal keys to victory? I stick close and escort the VIP and defend them at all costs. If the VIP doesn't make it out alive, it won't matter if you do. This new deniable operation only scratches the surface of what it means to play Cold War multiplayer.
Up next, we want to share another new way to play that goes above and beyond that classic 6v6 experience you've come to expect. Combined Arms is where multiplayer gets bigger and badder, bringing together the best of multiplayer's large-scale battles by combining infantry and vehicular gameplay into a single cohesive combat experience. In Combined Arms Domination, players will deploy into 12 versus 12 battles, each customized and unique to its own environment. But these battles aren't just bigger or more chaotic. We've worked hard to ensure the 2 levels of boots on the ground and all-out vehicular warfare complement and enhance one another on each map. Tanks, snowmobiles, wake runners, gunboats, and more. These vehicles amplify the action, sure, but they also create jaw-dropping moments right in the middle of the fight. The way I personally play Combined Arms depends on my mood. If I'm going for the win, it's rally time, and I'm pushing to capture every objective on the map. Whether that means loading up a gunboat on Armada or popping smokes so my team can cross the frozen lake in Crossroads, I'm putting my try-hard pants on and making it happen. And that's the thing, in Combined Arms, almost anything can happen. I'll seek out fun moments that aren't possible in other modes, like ziplining onto the enemy ship and seeing how long I can last before getting taken out. At launch, you can expect even more Combined Arms maps and modes, each tailored and tuned to bring the most fun, frenetic action this format can deliver. Take Armada, our most unique map to date. You saw earlier that the only life preservers on this sea-based map are your tactics, as each capture zone requires a different approach. Will you attack surgically with a 2-seater wake runner, gather your squad and storm the main ship? From ziplines that traverse the map to all new naval tactics, Armada is Combined Arms Domination realized, bringing high stakes, high-speed combat to the high seas. On Crossroads, you'll trade your wetsuit for a snowsuit, fighting for control of Soviet bunkers across the frozen tundra. With high-powered tanks patrolling the frozen lake and surrounding roads, you'll need to choose how to take on those slow movers. So whether you're hopping onto a snowmobile for a quick flank or rolling up your sleeves and sticking on some C4, the story is yours to write in Combined Arms Domination. That's it for Deniable Operations for now. We ziplined, crossed frozen lakes, and dipped into Miami's beaches. That's really just the start of the full Deniable Ops experience. Add up the work on your favorite classic game modes to the arrival of new modes like VIP Escort and Combined Arms Domination, and it all stacks up to our most ambitious multiplayer yet. One you can play any way you want and in new ways you never expected. If you're a Call of Duty League fan, we have a bunch of new stuff lined up just for you. Stay tuned. This may be a multiplayer game built for everyone, but these will be your deniable operations. And now, I'll turn it over to Tony to talk about what we mean when we say signature combat.
Thanks, Matt. Now, a lot has changed for us since the first Black Ops game. From our development pipelines to totally new technologies, but some things haven't changed. And after over a decade of making Black Ops games, we're more inspired than ever to keep honing in on that authentic, classic Black Ops feel, all while taking it to new heights. Now we know that to you, combat is more than just pointing and shooting. It's about how your operator moves and weaves through your surroundings. It's feeling the power of your weapon, how it reacts in your hands. It's the sound of bullets storming past you, the rattle and bang of firing your weapon. In Cold War, we're back to plausible, authentic, boots-on-the-ground combat, and that has allowed us to not only refine the feel of the game, but build on all the classic foundations of Black Ops. Heads-up gameplay, automated healing, and grounded movement. Keeping your player experience in the front of our minds has also inspired a fresh wave of thinking across our creative class and score streak system, where we're introducing features that bring unprecedented transparency to your planning and cinematic wow moments to when you're playing. Now, innovating systems while still capturing that signature Black Ops super smooth feel is a notoriously tricky thing to get just right, and we put everything we have into it for each game. This is an absolute team effort, so I brought some of my friends from the combat team to help tell you about our initiatives for this game and how they've resulted in signature combat that feels just right. Here's Max Porter to start us off.
We've taken lessons learned from across Black Ops and the entire Call of Duty franchise to land on a truly best-in-class weapon experience. The gun is almost always right in front of you and must look great. From a gun's seams down to its grime, the level of detail in Black Ops Cold War has never been higher. But our weapons also need to move in a realistic manner. You'll feel it in this game, whether you're clocking from long range or firing from the hip. When we think about a gun, we think about the way it looks, the way it's going to move, but a big part of a gun's personality is the sound that it makes. It's like the bark of the dog. We're sort of imagining all these guns as characters. That just adds to that level of realism and that sort of immersive quality that is unique to Call of Duty. It's this multifaceted approach to how weapons look, animate, and sound that together defines the feel of Cold War's signature gunfighting experience. Here's Alvin with a debrief on some of the other combat systems waiting for you in Cold War.
Let's talk about two of the most significant and impactful features of multiplayer: create a class and score streaks. Our goal with Create a Class in Cold War is to empower you without making trade-offs. This year, better starts with simpler. Create a Class will be a slot-based system. No longer governed by allocations or the Pick 10 system, you'll always boast a full class of a primary, secondary, lethal, tactical, field upgrade, and a set of perks. Field upgrades are items placed in the world to give your team an advantage. You can earn them solely based on time, not score, and they are the only type of game content that works on a cooldown that lasts after death. Now, wild cards are back. In this system, in every class, you can pick one of 4 wild cards that let you do things like load your primary weapon with up to 8 attachments, carry up to 6 perks, double the number of lethals and tacticals you have, or carry 3 primary perks from any mix of categories. Of course, a key component of Create a Class is the gunsmith.
Yes.
In Black Ops Cold War, there are more optics and attachments to unlock and configure than ever before. Every primary weapon can be customized with 54 attachments across 8 different nodes or attachment points, with at least 6 options per attach point. By default, you can equip 5 attachments, or 8 with the Gunfighter wildcard. For the first time, Gunsmith will show you what equipping an attachment does as a positive or negative percentage.
counts, we've been able to enhance the effects of physics and gravity on what you carry, from the weight of your gear, like pouches and grenades, to the way a wallet chain or rope sways as you sprint. Your entire operator will move more naturally than ever. Here's 4 specific ways movement has improved through new cutting-edge techniques in animation and programmatic movement. The first is sprint takeoff. This is the feature that gives your operator a running start. You start with a little sprint, and then it slows down to normal speed. This lets you feel the momentum of where you're going and where you're going to end up. We wanted to preserve the fluidity and fun of an operator's ability to slide. In Black Ops Cold War, when you slide, you start and end in a crouch position in a believable way. This allows 2-player movement states to function better as one, all while improving gameplay and enhancing pace. Footstep control also plays a big part of the new movement system. Go faster and you'll make more noise. Of course, we still have Ninja as a perk, but Ninja is no longer the only way to keep quiet. Whether or not you're crouched, how loud you get is now directly tied to how fast you're moving. Lastly, we've incorporated a classic jump with a much more natural height, which will very briefly slow you down on landing. Our goal in all of these movement mechanics is to ensure operators' actions are not just authentic, but intuitive. When you press a button or a key, you should always feel in control of your operator, and this system has been built to translate your decisions into dynamic movement more seamlessly than ever. The era of the game might be the 80s, but the characters you play will move and shoot like the world's most highly skilled operators.
Signature combat. It isn't just how a gun is shot, it's how that gun feels, how it sounds, how it's designed to create a combat experience. And combat isn't just about conflict, it's also movement. So the fluid ways in which your operators shift around the AO and carry the gear you outfit them in is just as important as the choices you give them. Choices like the overhauled Create Class system, or all those attachment possibilities in Gunsmith, or the new ways you can earn and deploy score streaks in the thick of battle. These combat initiatives work together to deliver the most intuitive, plausible, authentic, boots-on-the-ground experience possible.
Totally committed to continuing this new tradition of insanely fun, absurdly accessible Warzone action. We can't wait for you to see how Verdansk and all of Call of Duty will evolve in the year ahead. But that sense of interconnectedness, it extends beyond just Warzone. That's why I'm excited to confirm that Black Ops Cold War will not only support cross-platform play and progression, but will also deliver cross-generation play to the game. That's because
prioritize immersive gameplay, we have a great partnership with NVIDIA to bring ray trace effects, performance accelerating deep learning super sampling or DLSS, and reflex latency optimization technology. We will implement ray trace shadows and ambient occlusion to improve the quality of light shadow and sunlight shadow. This improves surface and contact detail and fixes problems associated with traditional shadow mapping techniques like aliasing, freckling, and disconnected shadows. Also, we will be implementing AI-powered DLSS, so players will be able to increase their frame rate while maintaining the visual quality of the game. For players looking for better responsiveness, we've integrated the Reflex low latency technology to lower system latency. This combines both GPU and game optimization. We're also happy to announce that Reflex will be coming to Call of Duty Warzone in the future. We have so much more to talk about, but right now I would like to hand it back to David Vonder. Von? We've declassified a whole lot today, and one thing is clear. Black Ops Cold War is here, and it's ushering in a new chapter of deniable operations that are undeniably Call of Duty at its very best. Realistic, plausible, gritty. You've seen our team-wide commitment to storytelling, infusing the story and spirit of the Cold War narrative into everything we do, even in multiplayer. You've seen our emphasis on authenticity shine through every location, every weapon, every vehicle, every character. Each one telling a story we can't wait for you to uncover and experience. You've seen us challenge ourselves to not only innovate on classic game modes, but introduce a new generation of instant classics. Modes like VIP Escort and Combined Arms Domination. You'll see that duo played today, and it's just the start, as we've got massive drops of free content planned post-launch, including new and limited time modes. No matter what type of multiplayer gamer you are, you'll find something for you. Tying it all together is that signature combat you love. Grounded and always realistic, you'll move fast and fluid. Feel powerful when you need. In Black Ops multiplayer before. You'll fight in squads of 4 called fire teams. You'll deploy into larger maps, play fast, pushing through multiplayer objectives and modes that demand quick thinking.
Big Papa hit the war round. Jack no force of overdrive. Any repercussions in your mouth. Split clip all the time. Big Papa hit the war round. Blood flows, and that's how it goes.
Go, go, go!
Time to punch that top guard.
Secure the sub.
I'll take care of this.
Strike inbound. Evade the maneuver.
Ah, shit.
Soviet convoy disabled.
I'll drive.
Welcome to the Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War worldwide multiplayer reveal. The Depths and Prayer just gave us our first look into the details around the next generation of global combat for Cold War multiplayer, so thank you, team.
We are pumped to start showcasing all the different deniable operations and signature combat experiences they've been talking about. This right here is where we step into the awesome chaos of multiplayer, and wow, does what they've got on tap this year look good.
We're going live with Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War multiplayer.
Here's Bobby Puff Gaming, Drifter, CatCon T, Cat Gun, Legion. You know these guys from YouTube, from Twitch, from all over the world. One of my favorites being Nick Merckx, Noah J, Sean J Gaming, and also Marksman. I can't wait to watch these guys drop in on our
full laundry list of just popular streamers going off is Noah J hitting shots.
And just right away, you look at this map, you look at this gameplay, and doesn't it just look like Treyarch? The color palette pops out. You have so many different attachments that we're going to be going with. You see the kill feed. You have the traditional Black Ops mini map. Man, I just love Treyarch.
No, yeah, I love the mini-map. So the first things we noticed when you took a look at the new title coming out this year, but Noah, as you'll see in pubs more often than not, he's set up in a power position, snipe in hand, just looking to drop numbers. But yeah, I mean, he's been around for so long, comfortable with every dev, every title, as he's experienced everything Call of Duty has to offer. But yeah, it's what Nameless was saying. Just this is like what the first map that's completely on water. You already see score streaks coming in. I believe that was a attack chopper in, as he is just dominating the other team, but still a tight race in the score department.
Yeah, I mean, his first clip when he first tweeted out, I was watching as you guys were introing it. You know, we're going through the devs, and he goes, "Sniping is back." Noah's so excited. You see the zip line coming through from ship to ship. It just looks so smooth. Chaos in the air. The attack choppers going down, and his team with a slight little lead.
Well, let's see if he can keep it rolling. It's been one heck of a life for him. You know how much he loves to operate with that sniper in hand. He's got the shotgun for close range. A reminder, this is
Noah's stream. So apparently he's actually, you know, Legion. Wait, I don't see this. Is Legion, it's really fun listening.
Double enemy spy plane contact.
No, nice shot. I saw him at the last second, dude. Yeah.
Sorry about the stream if it's a bit too. I think it's after a long time streaming, but you know.
I don't think counter sniping out of cars is going to be very much of a thing.
Let's see, is there any other gameplay in here? I mean,
At least with those armored boats. This is contested. We're losing it and snipe. So people found my little sniper nest up there.
We're falling behind.
I don't think there's a sniper glint in this game.
There's like a health bar. Now, I don't know if that kind of hinders gameplay, but whatever it is.
All right, boys, we're back. We're actually allowed to be live now with the this is me actually playing now. That was old gameplay right there. That was old gameplay, but we're actually live now. Like this is it. This is it. Bro, oh my god, I'm.
Check out.
Hey guys, Drifter here. Welcome to my Black Ops Cold War in a battlefield-ish with a lot of capture.
This is Drifter's gameplay. This is another fun map that I'm actually very excited about because it's like in the snowy areas. Forgot what map in Modern Warfare has it, but you know.
Hi guys, hope you're all doing well today.
Okay, well no, but
then Miami, and then Russia, and then lots and lots. I do want to point out that I was able to capture this gameplay only because
look at that.
Invited me to
the attachments.
So there's one FTC disclosure, and if you're going to be playing Modern Warfare, Warzone, or even Black Ops Cold War at some point in the future, be sure to use creator code DRIFTOR in the store for any of your microtransaction purchases, which is also sponsored by Activision. So we've got that out of the way, and now let's.
So honestly,
Today we're taking a look at is how it plays and some first impressions. So I played this on PC.
Let's see who else has gameplay. Marley is pretty awesome.
PC maxed out the graphics and was playing with and against console players. So yes, indeed, as with Modern Warfare and Warzone, this game
so you have like the
as well as cross-gen.
Score streaks over here.
Is a game mode called Combined Arms. This is Cold War's ground war mode, I suppose you could say. But this
I like
time
the fact that
it's
you have
only
this over
24
here.
Players. And in this mode,
you have the attachments and
usually
they kind of like listing out like what do you want from them.
Points on a larger map with multiple vehicles to use. Attack boats equipped with miniguns, jet skis, snowmobiles, and even
on water
tanks. Sadly, no helicopter skis, snowmobiles, and even.
Vixar has gameplay. This is all in. I can't see a new map in this. Let's see. Is there any other new map in here? Just gonna tune into this.
By Tim. He's rocking that assault.
Tim Tatman.
rifle.
Clip it and ship it. Well, it's going to be interesting, too. You've seen, like, they talked a little bit about the score streak stuff and how it's going to work, right? That's going to carry on through death, and depending if you're getting a lot of kills within that one death, there's a multiplayer to work with. But also, one thing I kind of like is, you know, we've talked about sort of score streak spam in the past when somebody's going off. The fact that there's going to be kind of a cooldown on it, so there won't be that same spam, it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. I'm excited to see how it works in the various pub modes. We'll take a look at kind of the loadout screen as he's changing, getting into a different one. I think that's courage we're hearing as well, maybe a little coaching for the squad.
At least I do, so that's what I'm going to go looking for.
All right, so Drifter, you're hearing his strategy around this zone. He likes to get in the water, likes to get busy, just trying to look around him. It just looks so darn good in this area. All the different graphics, all the different colors.
I was actually thinking about that. Like, it's actually crazy. It's actually crazy, like how wild, like it's just water graphics have gotten. Now that's like a silly thing to talk about when you think about years and years and years ago, like various games. Like it's just nutty how far it's come.
They're all above me. If
It's like classic gameplay moves.
Trying to figure out what he wants. But I just love the 74U. It's always been one of my favorite guns. Back from COD 4, back from Black Ops 1. I am so excited that it's back here in Cold War. Nice shots by Drifter with that headshot, taking down Hutch. Hutchy Hutch. So he just continues to go around this zone, and well, it is that's not Hutch.
Well, that's Karma.
That's Karma.
That's one of the greatest Call of Duty players of all time. Absolute monster.
And he's actually one of my favorites to watch at the beginning of the games because
come on, Seth.
He is always switching it up, trying different weapons. Like the guy just loves playing God.
He just loves the game. He really loves the game. I think a little bit of trash talk that was coming from his former teammate Scott, Seth Abner. Abner, absolute monster. Yeah, I'm not sure who Seth Abner is, but yeah, Seth Abner, absolute beast. Okay. Well, maybe to a different POV.
Wait. Oh, he was watching Scump.
Oh.
He wasn't even playing. We were watching Scump. Wow. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Okay. I was wondering why I was hearing kind of Seth's callouts more than anything. And this is a naval. What's going on with his hair, Joe?
I mean, listen, the guy as a boat just flew off. I don't know what was going on. Nice shots, takes down Courage. I don't know. You know, he didn't have the best year for the Seattle Surge, and listen, he's trying to earn some subs.
He goes by Deputy Hadbad now.
I don't know what
in case you weren't aware.
Really means, but I love it.
Yeah, and this is a guy whose company we've enjoyed a lot this year playing Call of Duty with, Symphony. Absolute monster, one of the most talented aimers I've ever had the privilege of playing with. The guy is nutty, and well, you can see how accurate he can be. There's Hutchy Poo. How you doing, sir?
Hutch back in a boat. Back in a boat is he just going to get on the turret as well. Tries to take down the player ziplining across. And I don't know, man. Watching the players zipline, it just looks so smooth. The pace they go at looks incredible.
You're not camping.
No, it really, really does. This is going to be a fun mode. As much as we can talk about different maps,
I don't hate more
competitive, and 3 lanes, or sandbox, wherever it is, like at its core, Call of Duty is just fun. And this just looks like it's going to be a blast. Because I'm at the most comfortable in the water, Joe. I'm a modern-day Aquaman. No, I hate the ocean. I'm absolutely terrified of open water. No.
I guess.
You don't seem like a big swimmer.
Yeah, lesser than Black Ops 4.
Terrified of sharks.
Yeah, what's up, man?
That's what they need to add. Just sharks, dude. You're in there.
Like a score streak. You call it Jaws? Call it Jaws? I like that.
I'm with that.
I wonder when the open beta.
I don't think Nick is very pleased with how that gunfight just went for him.
No, he got smoked. He got headshotted. Well, yeah, I mean, sometimes you get headshot in Call of Duty, that messes with you. But Nick, we know how into the game Nick is based on where his cam is. Nice shots right there on the Symphony. And if you can see his forehead, he's into it.
He's not. Yeah, like he's not sweating enough yet.
No.
You mean like once it's only forehead?
Yes.
Long shots.
I guess it would only be
hacked. Yeah, right. Well, over to Legion. God, if you haven't checked out his stream, one of the more entertaining people in the world. Fantastic singing voice as well.
Oh, look, Legion.
Do you guys want to come see my watch?
He's good. I don't know what he's doing.
Is that what you want to do?
You want to come in here and see my watch?
What's up, these old slap shop?
Yeah, I do.
I don't know what that was.
I have no idea.
actually playing the alpha right now.
Yeah, no, this is live for us too. All of it. Live actually going down now.
Feel free to ask, and I'll try to answer them the best I can.
He's gonna try to answer some questions with his chat.
A mode called Combined Arm.
This is the.
Go ahead, take him through it.
Okay, this is like
SKS. Joe, I'll just shut up. He's just breaking it down for you guys. This is fantastic.
Best way to explain.
I like that. Is he takes the zip line?
It's not as big as Ground War.
He's got a shotgun.
It's 12v12.
Okay. Yeah, 12v12, not as big as Ground War.
5 flags on.
You know what blows my mind about this stuff? Because obviously, well, I'm not very good at it, but like, I can like answer questions with viewers and stuff while I'm playing, but doing like a full like commentary and like answering a lot of questions, like, I can't do it. Like I get people doing it like over their gameplay as like a VOD thing, but that's a skill to just sit there and just still play casually and fry while you're doing it.
Yeah, I mean he didn't have game audio up. He was there like I'm going to present to you Call of Duty, but here is Testament, one of the best snipers in the world, especially in Call of Duty. This guy, I'm sure he's already got some ridiculous clips on his YouTube, on his social media.
You're sitting next to one of the greatest snipers alive too, Joe.
I don't want to try.
Honestly, it just depends. If you're about 7 to 8 hours in, your hands are warmed up. That's the hot spot, yeah.
You know, if that makes any sense.
Not that we recommend gaming that long, but I do it every day.
Yeah.
Over to Sean J Gaming, looking for the angles.
Nice.
Nice little cheeky position there as people are pushing out, able to line up multiple. You see the health bar in effect too. They're just cutting through the opposition, trying to work towards that E-cap. As we get back over to Drifter, well, getting in the boat didn't go super well.
Deputy had bad.
That's what I was talking about earlier. Deputy had bad. You got to watch out for Enable because you're about to get had bad.
And listen, for some of these content creators, there are some demons in these lobbies in the Call of Duty Elite Pros that,
I like the
listen, it's going to be tough for them to win.
Wait, what is Scump? Look at the kill feed.
He's on a chopper gunner. If we can go to Scump's point of view, I don't know if we can switch. But he's doing some crazy stuff on the street.
I'm pretty sure I just saw like 7 to 8 straight kills.
Oh, that's a car!
It's
an RC car.
I like
Classic.
I'm excited to have that sort of
Yeah, no, he has been. He has been.
You know?
He is just keeping it
Everyone knows how to drive a car,
AK,
but it's like
7-4U in hand. Streaks have been soaring. They're up 100 points, and the king is here. Oh yeah, surprise!
Timmy. Oh, Timmy's got an artillery called in. That's going to connect with you. You hear Jack. Jack is just lighting it up in the kill feed with the chopper gunner.
I love it.
It seems like some of our players are starting to figure this out a little bit.
This is really kind of
I mean, a lot of these guys, like, it's been cool to see them, like, kind of come back to their roots. You know, they'll play other titles at times, but just coming back to their love for Call of Duty. Like, Tim, for example, has just been loving the grind as of late. Courage JD, one of my best pals, and I hate to give him credit, but he's actually pretty nasty at the game as well.
Hutch has just been in the water.
He's exploring.
No, he is. Listen, that's what you're going to see.
Well, he's been playing like Flight Simulator as of late, so that probably feels more natural for him right now, just exploring. But I'll tell you what, if they put like I don't know what they're called, the wake runners or the jet skis in the game, like they put that in the CDL, do you think that Doug Sensor Martin actually could get on a pro team?
We'll have to look at the maps, but there's an opportunity. He's got the practice, he has the experience.
If there's a jet ski, there's a chance.
You know he's got the determination.
He's retiring. He's back. He's retired. We love you, Doug Sensor Martin.
Oh my gosh.
Legion's just laughing. I don't know. What?
Alright, I'm gonna show you guys. This isn't really a game.
I pride myself in my accents, but he might be a little bit better at it than I am.
This map, besides the sniper rifle right now, because we don't have enough time left to switch
I don't think so.
But I'm gonna show you guys like the RPD.
Okay, so it looks like a lot of people want to see the sniper.
The undisputed champ of weapons.
Well, yeah, it looks like it's just one of those maps that it's either like long-range fights with a sniper or close-range, up-close and personal with a shotgun or an MP5, but there's the defeat.
Dude, I kept hearing someone go, oh my gosh, that's his sub-sound. That's what that was. I literally just kept hearing it going over and over and over again. I was like, what is going on in this stream?
That makes sense.
Make sure I'm doing everything I need to be doing.
Well, as thanks to subs, we wrap up the first map. Leisha, enjoy that little 70 train. Hope you're having a great time. But
we got it out here.
We're going to go through a lot of different maps and modes. That was the first of the 12v12 on Armada.
And then you see some, the post-game, you have score, you have damage dealt, you have eliminations again. You had EKIA in Black Ops 4. It looks like that's making that return. And you can sort of see your past history throughout that.
I want to see the operators, man. That's what
Very, very clean. But they'll get ready, locked and loaded to get into the next game as we continue on through the Cold War multiplayer reveal. We hope you like to look at the first map. But again, this is going to be a wide range. We're going to try and show everything, like more vehicle and sandbox maps like you just saw there. We'll get to smaller maps as well as we continue on through.
Check out Miami.
Yeah, Miami just looked... It was just easy on the eyes, right?
It pretty.
It was just pretty. It was absolutely beautiful.
I'm going to end it over here because I don't want to rest. But yeah. Yeah, so very excited for more for Black Ops Cold War.